Test, test. It does help if I turn the mic on. But hey, everybody, welcome. We're starting a stream in just a bit. I'm just kind of getting started early and kind of just doodling a little bit. It is very hot in my place right now. How is everyone else doing? Because I am a little hot right now. Copy this link. I'm gonna let my Discord people know. There we go. All right. Hello, Julian Fernandez. Always great to have you around. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna try doing a little doodle before we really get started. So, we're not gonna continue doing the Pokemon Crossbreed today. I wanted to just kind of break off, and I thought I would do something nice for a couple new people in my Discord group. So I was gonna draw someone's OC, but for right now, I'm gonna try drawing a little something for the time being. Trying to get better at drawing as a whole. So, drawing Ranger Rai himself. I'm using all the skills I've been acquiring in drawing to try and make this work. Yeah, you gotta learn how to do the shoulders. Let's do a little here for shoulder, a little here for shoulder as well. So I'm trying to master this, I guess it's called the tube method. So you take this and you draw tubes here, you draw tubes there. And then you're going to take them and add a little ball joint here, and same deal, we're going to add a second tube. And the tube is going to be roughly the same size. It's roughly the same size as the first one. And then you have to kind of like play around with it, and kind of like know what else you're building up with these shapes. Like if you're doing a male torso, you gotta make it a little more angular. You gotta start doing the line of action a bit more too. Just do a little bust piece. Something simple. Same deal with a tube this way. Another tube right here. Little ball joint. And then we're going to take this. And we're going to take this ball joint, and we're going to use that as the basis for here. So we're going to connect here, and then we're going to take this right there. And same deal, it should be roughly the same length. And then always remember how the hand works. The hand's always the hard part. Rough hand anyway. Doesn't be perfect. Anyway, so that's a rough body there. Whew, I need to turn on the AC in here. I was hoping I could survive it, but I cannot because it is hot. Anyway. So, what I'm doing right now is trying not to die. But I'm also gonna play around with my lasso tool just a little bit. And this fun little tool here lets me mess around and make it a little bit longer, a little bit higher, a little bit wider. And then I'm gonna use the free mesh tool, which, let's see, free transform. This song comes on a lot. I'm not complaining, I just noticed it. I just kind of noticed it. But it also should be a little bit backwards because it's like a backhand. Oh, turn up my voice. It could be that I'm not looking at the, I'm not like right at the monitor, but let me turn up a few more notches. How's that better? Is that better? I'm also not like looking directly at the microphone, so it might not sound like I'm looking right at it. I'm like turning my head away. So maybe if I do this, that might help out a little better. Let me know if that's better. And one problem I have is that I always make the head a little I kind of make the head a little big too. But since this is a rough, it's fine. So I can just kind of like clean it up from here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm also just kind of not looking at the mic, so I'm kind of looking over here to my right, but my mic is to my left, so you might not hear me all the time if I'm looking like in the opposite direction. That's more of me just needing to be more attentive of where the mic is. But I just felt like, you know, trying my hand at drawing some of these things for a bit. Let's see. That is wrong. That's not how that's supposed to go. So, not really much else going on today. I thought it'd be more fun to draw some OCs, some trainer OCs if you wanted. This should be about here. So this is his chest. So his chest would be like, kind of like accenting here. Boop, boop. You know, kind of like here. Do this little here. Just kind of like to show this is him. Showing this a little bit. And his chest should be overtaking his here. You know, I've been just really inspired. I'm thankful that lately I have had a job that's allowed me to like be able to draw on the job. So in my free time, like all my coworkers know it. They just watch me draw. So I'll be sketching in my free time. Sometimes I sketch my coworkers a little bit, or I'll just like ask them. They're also like all artists too, so they'll actually like give me tips whenever I'm trying to learn. So I'm learning a few tips here or there, and I'm just trying to throw stuff in. Like right here, this tip, which is, you know, the old this. You know, obviously you should rotate your canvas whenever you can. It always helps to rotate your canvas whenever you can. It's gonna look janky, but it's because I'm still playing with it. Whose OC are you drawing right now? This is just me drawing Rye. This is me drawing Rye, the guy you see right here in front of you. The obvious header of this channel. I just want to try drawing him first to see where I am. Just wanted to like practice a little bit while we're kind of getting started. I started a few minutes early. I was gonna start at 6:30, but I jumped up to 6 instead to give myself a little more time and to just kind of practice a bit more. it's the job I have now. It's a little flexible. It's more just kind of chill because it's got a lot of young people working it, and they're also very artsy types. So they're not super like picky so long as I get the job done, and I'm friendly to all the people who come in. But it's still a lot of extra work. So it's not a bad job. It's just kind of a job that's surprisingly cool. You know, the hours aren't super consistent, but the people are nice enough, and they've been pretty cool. I'm gonna have like a long weekend, so a good stream today won't hurt. But it's also cool to be able to do some of the stuff I like to do. Let's see. Trying to draw the old Pokemon art style here instead of just drawing my usual art style. Because Rai's face kind of goes like this. Oy. My cats are going at it right now. Yeah. Let's see. That's a little too much. Rai's a smiley guy. He's a smiley guy, but he's not like that smiley. And then we gotta give him his, you know, we gotta give him some eyebrows. And then we gotta give him his hair. He's got like these long locks here. Not unlike my own. And then his hair, actually, you normally can't see it, but his hair is kind of like spiky back like this, so it's like really messy. I give him his hair so I know where the head's going. I give him like a little bit going down like this. And then he's got some pretty decent sideburns you can't always see. And he's got a big scar right here on his face. And then we erase the head part, like so. And that's roughly what Rai looks like. That's actually not pretty bad for all things considered. Just kind of a little doodle. If I wanted to like clean him up a little bit more, I could give him like kind of clean up his face a little bit. Oh, they're always gonna strike in the stream. My cats are always gonna be in the stream somewhere. Yeah, I have to like round his face, give him a rounder edge like this. Just gotta go with the anime, and the anime usually has rounder people faces. But there we go. Yeah, I just thought this would be kind of cool. Little doodle of Rai. Closest I can get right now in a quick little style. It's not made to be perfect, just made to look kind of fun. But yeah, so I thought instead of just doing Pokemon today, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do trainers. So people who join my Discord will usually, we'll do stuff like little draw sessions, or we'll just talk about each other's OCs and whatnot. So, I really have one right now, but this one seemed kind of fun. It seemed like a good time to really practice this. So this trainer OC that I have coming up soon just seemed really fun, and I wanted to try drawing it today. So it's just gonna be a lot of fun to just kind of draw this character in a minute or two. But I like, especially when I was on Twitch, I would draw a lot of people's OCs, and I have no problem doing that. It gives me practice. I love drawing Pokemon as well. It's just not always easy to draw Pokemon because I'm not super used to drawing like animals. and I'm trying to practice that more too. Um, but drawing trainers especially is always fun to do. Uh, just because there's so many trainers out there, and it's really fun. I don't know if you've also been checking it out, but we have the I started doing a YouTube short series. I'm just like trying to balance it, but people seem to like it, but a lot of people really seem to enjoy it more on TikTok. So I'm trying to find when people like this thing and where to post them more. But we're already starting to consider what the next Ranger log video will be, and it's looking like it's gonna be a grass type. So this will actually be kind of fun to check out as we keep going, because I have a couple ideas for a good grass type this time around. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good. Whew. Okay, first things first, I need some water. It is hot here. It is like 100 degrees outside. It is not fun. Oh, gosh. Man, it is just hot. I have a second job, and at my second job, which my hours are a lot shorter at that one, I'm able to write. So I'm not able to draw as much at that job, but I can write, and I write a lot of side stories, stories about the Ranger base, and a lot of AU stories. People like those, and I actually really enjoy writing a lot of those stories. So those are really fun to get to do, and I post them on my Tumblr, and I also post them in my Discord as well. So those have been a lot of fun to get to do. Let's see. I'm glad you saw the YouTube shorts. If you like them, let me know. I think I'm just gonna put them on. I'm gonna make smaller content like that for TikTok instead, and keep it there. Because while I like making them, they don't get as much engagement here on YouTube, and if not, it's just kind of become empty content that I don't need to post here. And I don't want to post empty content that people are like, why are you making this? When you could be making your main videos. If you know one thing about me, whenever I draw, I love drawing stuff with these little like bends, these little bend squiggles here. It's one of my favorite things. So anywhere I can fit like a sort of like, anywhere I can fit a clothing bend, I will put one in. Right here. I'll even put one right here too. Couple lines right there. Now I'm gonna erase this line in the middle here. Some people seem to really like drawing streams. I'm not an excellent drawer. I'm glad you like them. If you want to keep up with them, I'm gonna try keeping them on TikTok for now, just because more people seem to like them there. YouTube's great for stuff. Maybe I'll upload them later or something. I just, need to post content where people are gonna see it, because I love making this stuff, but it's not worth making it if it's not getting seen by enough people, and it's just getting pushed to the background. But I'll still always make content for people who want to see it, and I definitely know there's some guys out there who like this content. So don't worry, people are gonna be getting content. And I got my buddy Ronin Charizard, who I edited a video for recently. That's going to be releasing, so that's going to be fun. And I think he let me give a little shout out for it. He let me put a little shout out in there, so maybe that'll help get some people looking over here too. People like drawing videos. I like drawing. This kind of works out in a good way too. Actually, I'm actually really happy. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I saw the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. I've seen it about twice now in theaters, and it's such a good movie. That is an excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, you should do yourself the favor and go watch it, because it is just really good. Let's see, this is wrong. Do. Got his little pockets. Like Rye's jacket, I'm giving him. It's just the official Ranger jacket. A lot of people really didn't actually play the Pokemon Ranger games. And it's such a shame because the Pokemon Ranger games are really fun. It's a unique style in the Pokemon format. I love that. I wish there was more emphasis on that style of gameplay. I would love a sequel or a remake on like the Switch. I would love a new take on it. I wish we could get that. So Rye has pushed up sleeves, so they'd be right about here. So pushed up sleeves. What you doing? My cat's over in the window. I think she wants to look out at it. For some reason. Let me go let her look at the window. I don't know why you look out that window. Why are you so obsessed with this window? You have a whole door. Go look out. Here we go. Coming back. Do. There we go. Okay. Let my cat go sit out in the window because she likes it there. Little erasing. You know, the road to improvement's always just trial, error. Things don't look so great the first couple times, but it gets a little better. You improve a little bit more here or there. Gotta give Rye his iconic Thunderbolt shirt. Oh, erased a little bit. Gotta give Rye his Thunderbolt shirt, which I'm actually gonna try and make this shirt myself because I want one. This, that, like this, and then this should go this way. It's gonna get cut off. It's gonna come back here, and then it's number 7. It needs to go that. Gotta remember to bend lines. Uh-oh. How'd that happen? There we go. Gotta be careful of that. One more time. Like this, like that, like this, then like that, and like that, and then like that. Ta-da! Thunderbolt. There we go. Very cool, very cool. Alright. I've been working on a Pokemon Eceva side story. Awesome. If you're not part of the Discord, you're more than welcome to join it. And feel free to post your stuff. You know, it's a fun community there. A lot of people you'd see in the chats or people you'd see in the Discord. Definitely some cool people there. Fun little community. So you should definitely check it out. I'm actually browsing it right now for a moment to see how everyone's doing. I'm actually gonna go ahead and post. I'm gonna post this in on Tumblr too, so people from Tumblr can join in too. Because I want as many people in here to have fun and draw with us too. I usually have people who would draw, and they would draw alongside me, which was always fun. I love having them draw alongside me, and we just compare stuff later. It's really fun whenever we do this kind of stuff. But tell me a little bit about your OC. Let me see here. Gotta add a link. Let me see here. I'm just checking everything. Okay. All right. Well, I drew this. So, now that we've done the whole welcome portion and we've been drawing for a little bit now, how long have we been streaming for? Okay, it's been about 10 minutes or so. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide this away since we don't need this little welcome splash anymore. And I'm gonna make a new page. I'm gonna save this one for later. Okay. So today is pretty cool. We had a couple new people join the Discord recently, and in the process of joining the Discord, I told them to, if they had an OC, they should drop it in one of the chats, and maybe we'll draw it. So this one person had a really cool design for a trainer that I kind of liked. So she's kind of a bigger lady, but she also, from the description, she has. Let me read this real quick because I like the description of this one. One of my Discord members by the name of Star Aether. Their character's name is Joe, and they are the keeper of the largest Meltan colony in the world, and they work and live in their scrapyard. I think that's pretty cute. I like the idea of them, so I wanted to draw their character. They did a pretty good job with it, but one thing they were telling me is that they were wearing the Meltan jacket from Pokemon Go, so I'm actually going to look up what that jacket looks like myself. I want to see what it looks like at the moment, because I don't think I've ever seen that jacket. Or maybe it's a jacket, maybe it's a vest, I don't know. Let's see. Doo-doo. Looking at the Pokemon Go avatar outfits, so they give me a list of them. Let's see, shirts, I guess it's under shirts. Let's see, I'm scrolling through them all. Let's see, I'm reading your thing while I'm scrolling too. He would be an explorer like Indiana Jones, but instead of treasures, he would search for a relationship between Pokemon and humans. Always a good thing. I love whenever people have their trainers searching for connections and stuff like that. I think that's always fun. Let's see. Meltan. Let's see if I can find this Meltan hoodie or jacket. Uh, not sure how new this item is. I got a little speck on my screen. It's bugging me. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. There's a lot of cute outfits in Pokemon Go. I love when we get to customize our trainers. Pokemon Sword and Shield had really good customization options. I hope we get more of that back in the future. Oh, here we go. Let's see. So I think, okay, so I see now. It's a Melmetal down jacket, and it looks like it could be short sleeved or long sleeved. I'm gonna go with the short sleeve version. Where is it? Heck. Let me see this Melmetal down vest. Well, I can get a good look at it from right here. It actually looks kind of cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a basic puffy hoodie or a puffy jacket. It's kind of like a basic puffy jacket. So, I am going to play with this. I don't draw this body type too often because I'm still learning, but I'm going to play around a bit and find some stuff that I like as like a base. So, very proud, very strong physique. So let's kind of find something I can get. I'm gonna play with this a little bit. So let's kind of give her, start with a big old face, because you know, you gotta start with a big face and then work around the body from there. Let's see. I want her to kind of like be kind of big and proud, so like she's kind of got a big, like her range of action. You have to start with the line of action. See, like this body is kind of straight, but if you took the line of action on this, and you can kind of like see, it kind of does curve like that, but I want to push it a little harder. Learning how to use the line of action is always great. So I'm curious as to what your trainer would be like, you know, trying to find relationships. What would be the area of expertise? Like, what would be sort of their thing? Let's see here. Next, let's see. I want to draw Meltan all over her. So let's see. I'm gonna try something like this. I kind of like make her shoulders like this, and I'm gonna draw her kind of like a this kind of pose. Still brainstorming some movements, but happy to put a guide. Nothing wrong with that. Having a good idea of what you want to do so far is always good. Let's see. Okay. So now we're gonna play with some of this. Now she's got a bigger body type. That's kind of harder for me. I don't typically draw this body type, but heck, it's always time to learn. So she looks kind of muscly, not just like big. So I'm trying to like find that balance between it. So I'm gonna try like making her a little bit bottom heavy in a way, and I'm gonna also like kind of make her legs. I give her little legs to sort of like, because you want to also learn how to draw the hip. Gotta practice drawing the hip bones. Gotta draw all this stuff. Gotta draw the boxes. Let's see here. And then she's kind of like a box here. Gotta make the 3 dimensions of the character just a bit. Okay. So now trying to like master the body shape. So I'm still trying to get good at doing anatomy as a whole. So it's all playing, it's all practice, it's all see what happens. Shrink the head down a bit, because that's one thing, is that head should be at least a bit proportional to the body. So we'll go with that for a little bit. Okay. And then we're gonna kind of start giving her, building her arms just a little bit. So now she has big tubes for arms, big tubes for arms. And then her other tube connects right about here. So we take this tube right here. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, but the tube's going to be a little bit smaller because of distance. So we're going to come out here. It's still going to be kind of wide, but it's going to be smaller. There we go. Gotta just practice all this stuff. Thinking about him exploring unknown regions or unfamiliar Pokemon. Nothing wrong with that. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so let's sort of build on the chest area a bit more. She is kind of big. So she has kind of a broader chest. But gotta figure out how to portray that. Gonna add this little sort of bend here. Okay. Now I'm gonna alter the head one more time. So when making a Pokemon OC, one of the smartest things you can do is to first come up with a goal for the character and to work within means that you know. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with making an OC that, you know, works within your headcanon. But the problem about headcanons is when you make them, when you make a headcanon, you need to still work within some of the canon of the series. So, like, you know, you wouldn't make it to where, like, you made a headcanon about a character who is a scientist, and then they also are, like, the world's best battler. It's like, you know, you sometimes want to find an area you can focus on. Find a goal, give your character a goal. You know, you can say, oh, well, they're a scientist, but they used to be a champion, and now they are debating on whether or not they want to go back to that life or something. Explorers are great. The only difficult part is when you start making explorer characters, it does open them up to go anywhere, but you do have to have some semblance of, like, you can't totally be making up all of your own stuff. You have to also be going off of what's already established. Like, maybe you decide to go off of maybe you know, spin-off games, or maybe you make a character who studies spin-off regions. I mean, what is it? The region that was for Pokemon Conquest, that's an untouched area. You can also touch maybe, like, looking deeper into barely explored legends, or maybe someone who studies mythical Pokemon. You might want to start there, and, like, find a specific area to focus on, but leave it broad enough to where you can find more afterwards. That's usually a smart way to go, so you don't overextend yourself and end up, like, you know, making a lightly aimless character, you know? Maybe something like, you know, find regions or find something in the Pokemon series you really resonate with and go from there. Maybe like lesser known secrets. Maybe they're a secret hunter, or maybe they are a lore diver, you know? Stuff like that. So let's see. Okay. So let's work on her head a bit more. Her head is a little round, but it's kind of like needs to be a little more like this. So it's a little rounder. And then it's going to go into here. Okay. And now, this is the fun part. We get to start connecting this all together and erasing some of the unnecessary bits. So I'm going to erase some of this. Make the arm more visible. And I'm going to add her hand here. It's going to be kind of like, let's see, I think it should be like this. And then her thumb. There we go. Good little hand there. And now I want you to put her other hand up in here too. Now we get cleaning up again. You always gotta clean a little more. You gotta, you know, just, or Fakemon regions that other players may haven't followed that. That could be fun too. The difficult part is going to be what you can distinguish into canon or not, because there's going to be things you're going to see in a lot of fakey regions that contradict themselves. A lot of things in those things will contradict each other in one way or another. If we are going beyond the official Pokemon canon, for example, I would say like, careful going on beyond the official canon. There's a difference between accepting head canon and trying to do something like that. I would say just find what interests you about the Pokemon series and run with it. because that's ultimately what's going to be your good basis for your character. Let's see. Yeah, I want to draw her in kind of a strong pose here. I like this pose. A strong pose right there. Alright, I like this. What is this OC Poke Team, if I can... I don't know much about their Poke Team. I just know that they have a large amount of Meltan. You know, they only gave me the basic info of it. They have a large amount of Meltan. I'm like, okay, I like that. It sounds cool. Their design looked interesting. They looked like a fun character. So I decided to draw the character as is. So now, let's go ahead and try to get like facial structure going on here. There we go. And let's try. Let's see. I gotta look at some eye references for this, but I'm just putting some temporary eyes right now. Let's see, very fun looking character here. So she's got ponytails. I'm gonna start with the ponytail first. not always the best drawing hair either. So I'm learning. Yo, Plus Ultraman, how's it going? I am drawing one of the OCs for my friends in Discord, because I love doing that. Instead of drawing some Pokemon today, you know, I love just being with my community, and had a lot of people joining today. And one of my one of my awesome members of my Discord decided, like, oh, hey, here's a cool character. I like this. And it sounded cool. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. It looks like a lot of fun. So I'm having some fun drawing some OCs today. And I'm going to have some fun a little bit later adding to it. But this is a really good practice of drawing different body types. I'm actually really enjoying it right now. You know, you got to flex your artistic muscles when you can, you know? Just the way drawing and art is. Always practicing, seeing how well I can do, if I'm getting better. Let's see here. Very tricky. I'm not the best at drawing hair. That's what's making it throw me off. But it's okay. And like I recommend anybody who comes by, if you feel like joining the Discord, you can always join the Discord and interact. Sometimes we draw each other's OCs just for fun, you know? Let's see, she's kind of got like a little tough thing going on here. I actually love this character's vibe. Apparently she has like one of the largest colonies of Meltan, and she works in a scrapyard, so she's kind of bulky, and I like that. Let's see here, big smiles, like it. I haven't worked on the eyes yet. I just kind of put a temporary eye there for right now. Trying to practice different eye structure as well, because you know Pokemon has that specific eye structure of making characters. I have to look at it, but I know it's kind of like blocky. Kind of like blocky, kind of round. Let's see. Kind of like that. It's cute. Okay. But yeah, so let me ask you guys this. I had a question a little bit earlier that I thought was a good question. So if you could explore one spin-off game, one spin-off region more, as like just get more information on it, explore it freely, what region or what area would you want to explore more? Because there's a lot of spin-off regions I'd like to look at. Specifically, I'd like to look at the one from Pokemon Conquest a lot more. I'd love to revisit that one. You know, because they constantly throw us new Pokemon regions and new ideas, and only the really most popular ones seem to stick. But Pokemon Conquest was actually really good, and I'm surprised it didn't stick on as hard as it did. Because I would have loved another sequel of it. I loved that game from day one. It was fun. It was exciting. I'd love to see more of that region, even though we kind of got Hisui, you know, and Pokemon Legends Arceus. But this was still a different thing. I'm like curious to know what made it so special. Also trying not to die over here because it's heckin' hot. And I'll need to make dinner a little later because gotta eat. But for right now, we draw. Let's see. I kind of like how she has like these eyelashes too. I should add a little eyelash flare. Eyelash flare is very important. Never forget your eyelash flare whenever you got it. Let's see, on top of that, okay, let's start adding some of her outfit. It's a pretty simple outfit. It's just kind of a high collar. But instead of giving her a jacket, I'm gonna make sure it's a vest. But let's see, she's got kind of this big old high collar. So it's kind of just a round collar, easy. So let's kind of like... And this way I don't have to cover up the muscles as much. I'm gonna add a little, like I said, I like adding this little line here. This because we don't need all this space. I can just go ahead and make this into one bit. And it's gonna end, where does this end? About there. So she has a belt, which looks like it's gonna be a Meltan octagon here. You also gotta keep in mind this thing has stripes to it. So first things first, let me add this up here. And I love that anyone can find their favorite type of Pokemon in the series. They find something they love, and this person really loved Meltan, so they went with it. I would definitely say you should look into some of the secondary regions. The Pokemon Rangers all have a great region. The Pokemon Conquest, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon let's see, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon let's see, this Pokemon Stadium series, the Pokemon Conquest series. What was the other one I'm thinking of? I'm getting confused for a second here. Coliseum, yes, it Coliseum series. Heck, even stuff like Mystery Dungeon has interesting concepts that could be revisited. I know they've gone back to Mystery Dungeon a lot, but like, there's a way they can do the series or like really sort of like delve into it. that I feel like just I feel like it hasn't quite hit its peak yet. Any minor games I recommend? Um, Conquest, Coliseum. Um, I'd also say, let's see. I always recommend Ranger. You could probably also, if you haven't played Mystery Dungeon, that's a pretty fun one to do too. Let's see. Any other really good Pokemon spin-offs? I wish we still had it, but Pokemon Duel, which was a tabletop, it was a tabletop figure game, and that was actually really fun. I wish it didn't get, I wish it didn't get erased because that was a fun game. And like it kind of begs the question: is this a world without Pokemon? Is this a world where it's people are fans of Pokemon? That one's actually a pretty fun one, and I kind of would have loved to see like what are games like inside the Pokemon world that aren't just focused on Pokemon. Like, I'm all for a Pokemon game that just like straight up gives us lore, but when you give us an interesting concept of a Pokemon game that's not traditionally Pokemon, it's like, huh, this is interesting. How would this work? Is this like, you know, Pokemon, like this is something other people do besides just doing Pokemon battles? You know, I want to know a little bit more about why they play this, how they play this, what's the rules, why do they do it this way? Um, is, you know, it's curious. There we go. And she's wearing like, looks like she's wearing like kind of workier pants. Not really much to add to that. Kind of make them a little pocket on the side. She's a metal worker. She should definitely have some pockets on her pants. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn this off. There we go. That's a good little start to this. Control S while I take a quick breather to catch my breath and whew, let this heat blow over, because boy oh boy, So yeah, I would definitely say if you can find any spin-off games, there's a list of spin-off games. Pokemon spin-off games have been around for a while, and they've definitely added a lot more to the experience. Um, I would absolutely say look up some spin-offs that maybe you never heard of. If you can find a way to emulate them or play them, try them out. Um, they can really open up your mind to the Pokemon world and what's out there and how to really experience the world differently. Maybe you consider like when you consider the Pokemon world, consider it less like it's a linear, consider it less like it's a linear experience, and try to think of things that you resonate with and how would you make that work and realistically or something. Whew. Give my hand a little break. I've been scribbling so hard. Ooh, excuse me. But I always do love to um, try to find a way to make things a little fun. Let's see. Let's see. I decided to give her a sleeveless one. Yeah. Okay. But either way, what is, in your opinion, one of the more underrated Pokemon in the series? Just a Pokemon that kind of just doesn't get enough attention. Um, you know, I like to think that for how many grass types there are a lot that go unnoticed for like some of the more popular ones. Maractus especially. I think Maractus is like it's a really adorable Pokemon, and it's a cactus. Cactus is awesome. Um, and I just don't think it gets enough attention. But give me some underrated Pokemon. Give me some nice underrated Pokemon. That's what I want to hear about right now. Before I get started on this again. Bliss you. Oh, you say because you're saying sneezed. Yeah, thank you. Cryogonal, for just being a snowflake, they really have a cool design. That change is cool. I agree. Cryogonal is even I pass that Pokemon up sometimes, but it's a shame because it feels like it should have another evolution. It feels like it could be way more, but it's just not, and that's a shame in my opinion. Give me some more underrated Pokemon, guys. While I quickly scribble this out. I would love to see more love to Cryogonal, maybe a cool evolution, or maybe just some new buffs, or maybe make it the companion Pokemon of a new character. What about that clock? What about that clock Pokemon? Omatone, not Clink. Omatone. Clock Pokemon. I don't think that's unless it's a newer Pokemon, I don't think I've heard of Omatone. I don't think that's a Pokemon. Magearna? Do you mean Magearna? Because an Omatone is a instrument. An Omatone is an instrument that looks like a smiley face with a big stem on its head. Hold on a second, my cats are doing something that looks kind of adorable. I gotta see what they're doing real quick. There we go. Sorry for that. Let me see. Uh, the theory of it being an honorary tapu? I've never heard of that theory. But yeah, I think Magearna is interesting. It got its own movie too, so you know it's definitely interesting to say the least. I wouldn't mind it getting more attention. This one's cute. I like this one. Decided to draw it swinging. Tapus can go into a protective shell, half fairy type, guardian of an island. Magearna, half fairy type, can go into a protective shell, has ties to the Aether Foundation, at least in the anime. I mean, it's interesting, but I think Magearna was introduced in Generation 6, whereas the Tapus were introduced in Generation 7. It's not wrong to say that maybe it was inspired by the Tapus, or maybe it was the inspiration for the Tapus, design-wise. But yeah, kind of like a guardian, an island guardian. That's interesting. Maybe perhaps like it gets an alternate form of like Magearna. It didn't get like a Magearna Unbound form, and its shiny form also looks like a Pokeball. So I don't know. There's something there. It's not a bad idea by any means. I kind of like the idea of it. It would just need to be expanded upon. No, the one that is mentioned in the Pokemon show 2 gens ago with Ash and Bonnie, clock Pokemon. I mean, unless you're talking about Zygarde, I'm trying to think of what clock Pokemon was in Generation 6. Clock Pokemon in Generation 6. I don't know. I mean, Zygarde is the special Pokemon of that generation. Really, Magearna wasn't released until Kalos? I could have sworn Magearna was released. I mean, maybe I'm thinking of Diancie. Maybe I'm thinking of Diancie. That could be what I'm thinking of. There we go. This is an interesting song. What's this from? What song is this from? Does it tell me? Guess not. Alright. I kind of like this. Oh, let's see what it says. Give it a little moment to chill. Alright, I like her. Alright, I like her. I think she looks pretty cool. I think she looks pretty good. I'm gonna try cleaning her up and giving her black outlines and a little bit of an outline, and then probably call it for today. It's already almost been 2 hours, but man, has it been fun. And hearing all you guys talk about everything has been really great too. I definitely think it's interesting to look at Diancie as a sort of pseudo Tapu. Very interesting theory. I never would have considered that, but still cool. I'm sorry if the stream's cutting out at all. I really do apologize for that. I don't really have the strongest internet connection out here. But I'm just kind of chilling for a minute or two. But either way, I'm glad you guys been here. Leotis Prime and Julian Hernandez. Yes, that's Generation 6. So the Pokemon you could be thinking of, there's Diancie. I don't know what clock Pokemon you're referring to. Not that clock Pokemon. I mean, there was Clink, Clank, and Klinklank in Generation 6. That's the generation you're referring to. I don't know what other Pokemon had clock-like appendages or anything in that generation. There was Clink, Clank, and Klinklank. In the movies, we had Magearna. And I can't really think of any other Pokemon of that generation. If you look at it, maybe go look at the Pokedex list. go ahead and look at the Kalos Pokedex. Okay. Looking at the Kalos Pokedex. Let's see. These are old Pokemon. Here's some new Pokemon. Clock. Let's see. I don't see anything so far. We have Aegislash, which is a sword. Hoopa, Diancie, Volcanion. Barbarnacle. Let's see. I guess Tyrant and Aurora were released in that generation. I forgot about that. Are you talking about maybe Ferrothorn? Ferrothorn, the grass steel, big steel looking monster. Ferrothorn? That could be what you're talking about. Sigilyph, which was Gen 5. No, that was Gen 5. Just looking off of all the Pokedex entries. Carablast and Escavalier, which I think were also Gen 5. Klefki? Could that be it? Klefki? Klefki could be one. Litwick, Lampet, and Chandelure, which I think were also Gen 5. What else? Yeah, those are the only things I could think of. But yes, Ferroseed and Ferrothorn are great. I like those two as well. I mean, they're just seeds. They're angry little seeds. I love those two Pokemon. Okay. So now that we have this, what layer is this? This is nothing layers. Alright. So now I'm going to just kind of go over this one with a pencil, a regular pencil, or maybe like a different... I don't have my, like... Let me see if I have like a good pencil to use with this. Dang it. For some reason this app doesn't like it when I switch colors. So you can see it's like it's pending. Just want to change to black. Would just like the color to change to black. Ugh, I hate it when this happens. Well, now I gotta wait. Ferroseed is so stupid and I would die for them. Yeah. Yeah, they are pretty silly. I'm trying to see if I can get this finished or not. My app is being funny right now. It's not letting me draw or do anything. It's me just dragging my finger. Usually I could draw, but it's not letting me draw. I've selected a pen. It's not letting me do anything, so the app froze. Hold on. One sec. me just a second. I'm just fixing some stuff up real quick. Okay, so unfortunately things are being a little wonky on my end with my device. So how's about, let me see if this worked first. Okay. Sorry for this delay, everybody. Let me see real quick. There we go. So we're going to temporarily change it up. Stretch out for me, please. There we go. Okay. So, right now, it was Magirna. Haha. Okay, not a problem. So, where is it? Okay. Okay. So, my thing is being really annoying and not wanting to do the app right now. I'm going to finish it on my own, but for the time being, I think it would be cool if, since we're just kind of here chilling out, why don't we just go ahead and I'm going to take some quizzes. I'll take a quiz or two just to kind of have some fun. So I think this would be kind of fun to do, just to kind of like chill while we do this. So I have this quiz right here. It's what Pokemon are you? Ultimate personality quiz. I think it'd be funny. This is always kind of what I do in my free time, like, you know, take little fun quizzes like this. So why don't we just see? I'm gonna answer it as best as I can, like Rye, and we're just gonna have some fun for a moment or two, okay? Just a little something to kill a few more minutes of time, huh? Plus, you know, why not? There's some pretty fun quizzes I bookmarked right here. What kind of Pokemon you are based to make an impact in the strange new world. For starters, you want a type that matches your overall personality. You would you allow Pokemon to do this? So I'm gonna just go ahead and take this quiz, okay? Because I think it'll be fun. So, first of all, a crucial question: which starter do you choose? Okay, so it's giving me the first original starters. So I'm going based off of Rai, this dude right here, my Pokemon trainer, and my Pokemon Ranger character. Knowing Rai, let's just say he was picking one right now. He'd probably go with something like either Bulbasaur or Squirtle. He loves things that can help the environments, that can help with growth. He cares about that. Pikachus are helpful. Charmander is cool, but he has his own fire types. Squirtle's nice, definitely help in the water, but I think he'd choose Bulbasaur. Okay, so now the next question. Badges are more than just a symbol of success, they are signs of honor. Which one of these are your favorites? Okay. The Thunder Badge is cool for strength for beating Lieutenant Surge. The Volcano Badge shows you beat Blaine. The Soul Badge shows you beat Koga. And this one shows you beat Giovanni. So, out of these four, design-wise, I kind of like the Thunder Badge or the Volcano Badge. But I think out of all of them, I think either the Volcano or the Soul Badge are my favorites. The Soul Badge because I really like Koga. The Volcano Badge because of beating Blaine and how important Blaine is. So between these two, ooh, that's a toughie. I'm going to say the Volcano Badge. Your personality can change with time and experience. Where are you in your personal evolution? Okay. I have always been what I was meant to be. I change constantly. I still need to mature a lot. Well, if you know anything about Rai, Rai has a bit of a story, and I would say he still needs to mature. Rai still has some maturing to do. He's definitely matured, but he's definitely has some maturing to do. The secret to a long and happy life is self-accomplishment, being as helpful, as useful as possible to the people around us, giving and receiving love, hard work, and determination. I think being as useful as possible to people would be something Rai would say, or giving and receiving love. That's kind of why he does what he does, and why he's so passionate about his work. So this one. Time to choose your team. Okay, this one is a decisive choice. Okay. Let me know which team you guys picked whenever you picked Pokemon Go. But I mean, given the whole, Thunderbolt, and connection to Raikou, I think that Team Instinct, because Valor is cool, but Rai's not a glory seeker, and Mystic, Rai's intelligent, but that's not what he's here for. He trusts his instincts. It's finally the weekend. What are you doing? I'm out partying, Netflix and chill, I work out, I play video games. Out of these four, there's not really a Rai choice here. I would say... Okay. Out of these four options for Pokemon Ranger Rai, on the weekends, let's say he doesn't have to work, he is probably either staying in, or he got dragged out somewhere with some people and he's mingling with people. So I'm just gonna say he's out partying, but he's not partying like you'd expect, but it's the only one that really works. So I'm just gonna say he's out partying. He's mingling. He's making connections. With which animal do you feel most connected? Okay. A dragon, a turtle, a cat, a dog, a fish, a lion. Interesting choices. Not a single flying one. Knowing Rai, he probably feels something along the lines of a dog. Or he probably is like, he probably thinks something like a dog, or maybe a fish or a turtle, just like things that are able to be free and go do their own thing. Hello, pint-sized kiwi. You are currently camping. Quick, which animal best describes Rye? A dragon, a turtle, a cat, a dog, a lion, or a fish? Gonna let Kiwi take a minute and let us know which one which one best describes Rye. I personally think a dog or a fish. If there was a bird, it would be a bird. But there's no bird. The younger scouts are trying to make a fire like cavemen. They'll figure it out. I'm sure they will. Any idea, Kiwi? What do you think? Gonna give Kiwi just in a minute or two. Dog, because Rye has the personality of a golden retriever. Okay, that's fair. I think one thing is that you guys haven't really gotten to know Rye beyond the surface, because there's a lot more to him, especially in his past, so he's a lot more complex. Which of the 4 elements attracts you the most? Water, earth, fire, air. Air. Rye is definitely an air guy. He likes the idea of freedom. He is very much so a guy who likes to, I guess he likes the air of freedom, and that it comes with the creatures that he helps with. He doesn't like to feel grounded. He's passionate, but he wouldn't say he's fiery. And he likes water, but he wouldn't say he's like free-flowing like water. But I think air is one for Rye. If you were to be described in one word, which of these 5 would it be? Brave, mysterious, ambitious, strong, lazy. Rye would probably be... Oh no, you lost your cardboard boat. Ah, that sucks. I'd say Rye would probably be someone who's ambitious or strong. And I'm going to say ambitious. Simply because he's always ambitious about what he can do, about the new things he can do to help. He's strong, he's brave, he's not really lazy, but he could be a silly. And I wouldn't say he's mysterious, but I'm going to say ambitious. You never go out without your sunglasses, your watch, your headphones. Easily a watch. Rye would never leave without his watch, because he gotta know what time it is. And his watch would also be a communicator back to home, because he could answer messages, so that way he can contact his base with his team. It's actually a tool, so his watch is actually very important for him. Someone drew a piece of fan art with a special watch that he can use, and Rye has a secret transformation. Haha. What kind of trainer would you be? I must win at any cost. I'm a competitor, but I have a middle ground. I like to make the most of it and have fun. I'd say Rye is probably the fun haver. He would be a kind of guy, especially as he is now. He'd be the kind of guy who probably competes, but he also really likes to have fun and seeing his Pokemon have fun and just exploring new things. So he's not a heavy trainer, but he likes to have fun. Alright, we are... Okay, about 2 more questions left. What's your favorite food? Pasta, pizza, sushi, burger. Rye is probably a pasta guy. Pizza's good too, so like it could be one of these 2. But Rye, I'd say, definitely is a pasta guy. Just, they're noodles. Noodles. They're just noodles. Alright. What Pokemon are you? Rye is an Eevee. Rye is an Eevee. You are a truly versatile person and you have many talents. You can become almost anything you want to be. Rye is an Eevee. Congratulations, Rye. Rye is an Eevee now. So that's pretty fun. I mean, I'd say it's a pretty easy answer too. to say, oh, you're an Eevee because you know you could be anything full of potential. It's a pretty easy answer. Burger's pretty good. I just don't think Rye would be a big burger guy. I think like since pasta isn't like always a meat product, or he wouldn't always be like into eating heavy meats. Commander Zed, adaptable. Yeah, you literally caught like the end of everything. But yeah, Rye is an Eevee. I'm letting everybody catch up. I know the stream has a delay because that's how streams work. But yeah, Rye is an Eevee. Commander Zed's in here. Commander Zed has been around for a long time. Commander Zed's awesome. Let's see here. I have another personality quiz here. Which Pokemon personality? Okay. Well, let's try this one. Looks kind of fun. Oh, it's down here. Decline your cookies. All right, let's look at this quiz by Bino. Let's see. What Pokemon are you quiz? Yeah, that's what Zed said. Which Pokemon are you? 20 questions. I understand that. It's not going to be too much longer of a stream either way. I just kind of wanted to mess around here. Which Pokemon are you? Are you more like Pikachu or Scorbunny? So I'm curious to see where this one goes. It looks pretty simple too. So I'm going to give y'all some time. This time, I want to let you guys tell me what you think about Rye. So, what's Rye's favorite vegetable? Gotta eat them all. Broccoli, carrots, peas. What is Rye's vegetable? Based off of how you all see Rye, which do you think is his vegetable? I want you guys to answer these. I'm not going to answer any of them. Let's see if you get them. Let's see. I want to know what you guys think his favorite vegetable is. All right, carrots. Carrots are pretty good. Who else? What else y'all say? Carrots. Okay, you think Rye likes... Okay, carrots. Carrots. That's, well, it's still Julian Fernandez to say carrots. Who else? Y'all agree on carrots? Okay. I'll give y'all like 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, he likes carrots. What's your favorite type of cake? What kind of cake does Rye like? Cheesecake. I'll eat any type of cake because it's cake. Carrot cake. Chocolate sponge cake. Oh, look, more carrots. What type of cake does Rye like? Tim Talk? What is Tim Talk? What about TikTok? Oh. Cheesecake makes my tummy hurt. Okay, so no to cheesecake then. What else? Alright, so not cheesecake, so maybe... What kind of cakes? Yeah, it's my OC, but I'm letting you guys decide some of these because I figured, hey, I want to know what you guys think this time. I just did a whole thing, so I want to let you guys do this one. Because I want to let you guys decide for Rye. I think it's a little more fun. If not, I'll do it. I'll do it. I think Rye's favorite cake might be something like carrot cake, actually. I think Rye likes carrot cake. What's your base friendship score? More carrots. What's your base friendship score? 90, 50, around 50 as well. I'd say that I'm a great pal. I'm gonna say Rye thinks Rye's a great pal. Everyone would think he's great. I don't know what this means, but Rye's a great pal. How tall are you? 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters. I'm a foot tall. Okay, well, Rye's like 40 centimeters. Sure. What's your favorite Pokédex color? That's an interesting question, but I do like to ask that. Actually, I think besides the traditional red, I think Rye would actually like either green or white. I think he would like green or white. I'm gonna go with a green one. Pick something to watch. Pokemon the movie, I Choose You. Pokemon Heroes, Volcanion and the Mechanical Marvel, Friends. I don't like Friends, believe it or not. Pokemon Heroes. That's actually like one of the best movies, so Heroes. Where do you live? Alola, a forest, the Galar region, in the water. Out of all these, I guess the closest is a forest, because they don't have Sinnoh. And Alola's not like Sinnoh, and Galar's not like Sinnoh either. So, a forest. Are you a team player? I'm happy to be a part of a team or work alone. I need to be, yes. Teamwork makes the dream work. Why not? Teamwork makes the dream work. That's all right. What do you look like? Like a yellow potato, like a happy parrot, like a rabbit, like smooth. I guess Rye looks like a happy parrot. I guess. And there's my cats doing things again. Pick a Japanese food. Sushi, soba noodles, tempura, wagashi? I don't know what wagashi is. I think it's maybe this stuff. Rye is a noodle. Rye is a noodle fan. Or tempura, but noodles. Totally random question. Which video game, movie, or TV shows are your favorite? Okay, so you can tap on at least 3. Alright. This is a weird question. Wait, this one won't affect my score? I don't want to answer it. I don't want it. That's like an ad question. It's a weird ad question. How strong are you? Similar to the Hulk. Can lift pretty heavy shopping bags. I'm pretty weak, to be honest. About average for my age. Pint-sized Kiwi. What Pokemon nature documentaries would look like? Probably similar to the videos that I make. That's the goal, at least. He can lift heavy shopping bags. Rye's very proud of his shopping bag lifting. What's your favorite dinner? Fish and chips, a healthy salad, any kind of pasta, sushi. A lot of pasta on these lists. Pasta. Rye likes pasta. It's official. What sort of animal would you like to be? A tiger, an elephant, an aardvark, a cow. Rye'd probably be pretty happy being an elephant or a cow. Let's say elephant. What music would you insist on at your birthday party? Hip-hop, cheesy pop, drum and bass, anything by Elvis. Very interesting choices. Rye probably likes things like hip-hop or drum and bass. And seeing as I'm a sucker for bass, I'm going to say drum and bass. Because it rocks. What lesson do you hate at school? PE, maths, English, or history? Rye was not good at math. What superpower do you like? Super speed, invisibility, ability to fly, or mind reading? Rye would fly if he could. If he couldn't fly, Rye would probably choose super speed. I'll give him the ability to fly. He really likes flying type Pokemon. Would you rather find out there's no school tomorrow, find a wad of cash on the floor, have chocolate flavored wallpaper, see your favorite sports team win the cup? Rye would probably like to find out there's no school tomorrow. If he had to wake up between all these, a wad of cash is cool, but there's a lot of stuff. But no school is no school. Everyone should be happy when there's no school. Pick a TV show. Sam and Cat, Operation Ouch, Dancing Master, The Weather. Rye watches The Weather a lot. He just does. What's your favorite party game? Hide and seek, pass the parcel, spoon and egg race, treasure hunt. Rye likes a good treasure hunt. He loves to search for things, and he loves the excitement of tracking stuff down, treasure hunt. What is the best game, your best console game? I don't play most of these, so Mario Kart. Alright, so where does it tell me which, do I have to play this and it shows me? Nothing happened. Okay. Where's my answer? I've answered all the questions, right? Is there an answer? Is it gonna do something stupid? Did I just waste my time? Rye's a boring dad. Nothing happened. Like, what the heck? Literally nothing happened. I'm listen. Nothing happened. What the heck? Did I miss something? Well, I guess Rye's no Pokemon. I guess there's no Pokemon for Rye. What the heck? Wow. That was pointless. Congratulations, that was pointless, everybody. Alright, you guys get to pick. What Pokemon is Rye? Officially, what is Pokemon Rye right now? Any Pokemon. Random Pokemon. Go. He's a missing no. Rye's a missing. It's just a missing no with a hat. It's literally just a missing no with a hat. Just a missing no with a hat. That's Rye for you. Congratulations. Okay, everybody. We're looking at... or an Umbreon. I did draw him as a Tyranitar. I like to think that like he'd have those kind of properties. It's not a fact, but I don't know. I just think Rye would have some semblance of a Tyranitar or a field type Pokemon. I don't know exactly what. I kind of drew that thinking about it, but I don't know. I gotta rethink that. I think it's kind of cute, but I don't know if it totally works for him. But either way, I think we're gonna call it. It's been streaming for 2 hours, and it definitely did go well indeed. But I think now it's time to pass on the stream. I need to make some dinner. I need to go do stuff. It's been always a great time streaming with you guys. Sorry the actual drawing didn't get to get finished. There was something going on with my app. A Skitty Perugly mix. I'd be a Skitty Perugly mix. That's a cute. That'd be an interesting one. But yeah. I am going to finish the drawing on my own, and I'll post it on Tumblr. I'll post a link on. I'll post a picture of it on in the community boards later, probably next day or two. But either way, I'm glad you guys came by. Thanks to everybody. Commander Zed, Julian Fernandez, Pint Size Kiwi, plus Ultraman for stopping by. We also had Ledios Prime. Everyone who stopped by, you guys are really cool. We always happy when you guys stop by. If you aren't in the Discord and you'd like to be in the Discord, let me know. We'll totally add you guys. Love having you guys here. But yeah, I'll finish it soon enough. But either way, I'm really glad everybody came here, and I hope you'll have a good rest of your night. I gotta go make some chicken. Y'all have a good night.